Hi. Listen, Scala is actually really quite a deep program, but what I've kind of learned to that's something that would really kind of work for jamming or just creating something is quite simple. So let me show you. So basically, you drag Scala, the instrument, off to a track, and like here, for example, and then you've got it there. This is blank so there's nothing set over here. So I'm going to do a few things. I'm going to go off to scales, and I'm going to decide, for example, like F minor. I want to choose maybe, I don't know, the F minor scale. Okay. At the moment, I don't care what sound it is. It's felt piano is kind of easy to hear. So I left it at that because I'm going to drag the MIDI to a different track anyway, so I don't care what the sound's like, and piano is easiest to hear what's going on. So I've got that. Now what you do a thing called binding. So when you click on this thing here, you bind. You see they suddenly turn gray, those keys, which means that when you push single key on my keyboard, and it activates the actual chord. But I want these higher up because I want to be able to improvise with these notes too. So I'm going to just click on the settings thing, and I'm going to go back on playback, and I'm going to go -1 on octave, and you'll see the gray notes suddenly moved 1 octave down. So now I press C1 on my keyboard, and that has the effect, and and these do single notes. So now what you can do is you can do a thing called Midi Capture, and I won't do any art over here, but I'll just go Midi Capture, and then I'm going to start playing these with my single fingers, and then just playing these ones as if I'm jamming along, and it'll Midi Capture. Then I can drag that to a track where I've got another sound, like a decent piano or something like that. So let me just show you a little bit quickly. So Midi Capture, I'm going to go. Okay, now you can see that it's playing any old note. Now maybe I don't have the skill, and it's true I don't, to not play notes that are completely off key. So you can go keys lock, which you'll see now on these keys. Some of these keys will get a lock on them. You see now there's a lock on this key, that key, a bunch of keys that have locks on them, which means if you press them, they'll play the adjacent note that is actually within the F minor scale. So you can't hit bum notes. So let's just try this again. I'm still MIDI capturing. So something like that. Okay, then I go stop capturing, and I just drag, see a little draggy thing there, drag to my timeline, and you can see now, I can actually remove this out the way. I've got a piano, like a decent piano sound on this thing. That's where I started off. Then I had the kind of the keys that weren't in the right pitch. Then I did the correction, and there's a resulting thing there. So let me just play, play this back. That's this here. And then I chatted about how I'm going to change it. So I changed it. So it does exactly what it wants, and I've chosen a different sound. I could make it any sound I like. So that seems like a really good way to jam and to actually make some stuff. Yep, cool.